Who acts out petty revenge fantasies.
Which is not good.
And that might be bad.
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
But we don't need instant karma. Not all the time, at least.
You say that like it's obvious.
You could have told
You
me
didn't
stuff that would have
know.
been useful for me.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
Fine, join, but I hate you. I want you to know that I hate you.
I can use you.
I hate Sarah so much.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something.
I have a merchant.
Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
It will not. You make life not fun. We gotta talk to her more too when we get back to Haven. Oh joy. My favorite thing. Talking to Sarah. What's down here? What are we not getting? Oh, it's up there. Who was up there? There's no one up there, was there? Well, now we can go to Vivian. Get her on board. More loading. Always puts the loading. Always puts the loading. Loading, load. Oh, no, actually, that wasn't that bad this time. Surprise, surprise.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
Maybe not do that
What
in
a
front of all these
pleasure to
people.
meet you, my lady. Seeing the
Kind
same
of,
faces
kind
at
of,
every
kind of,
event
kind of rude to
so
Gawk, right?
confusing. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Here on business and because Madam her
I'm not
invited
familiar
me.
with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
That is what people say.
I've heard
Whether
very
or not it's
little
true is up
about
for
Duke
debate.
Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
And it will, because I'll make sure of it.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
Depends on what these wild tales are. Some of them might be, you know, rather negative.
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
We're restoring peace. That's the job right
Inquisition
now.
is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is.
Oh, do you? Do you really?
If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
There's Vivian.
You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
Oh, I bet you do, buddy. I
You
bet you
should.
do.
Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Let him go. I'm not
I
here to
think the
cause
Marquis
trouble.
has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it.
And off you go.
I'm
Scamper
delighted
away.
you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
So, about that douchebag, what's the deal
Is
with
that
him?
Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Anyways, pleasure to meet you, miss.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to
Even
the
though you're a
chateau for
bit of a bitch
pleasure.
too, if I'm being honest.
With divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What do you mean by that?
You
Go ahead and
say
give me
you
all
led
the
last of
backstory.
Loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
I bet you do, because that would mean putting you back in control, right?
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance
A
to meet
say
my
what's
enemy,
going on.
to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
And what can you do for
What
me?
exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
What circle? The circle's gone. Anyways, welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
You know, the rest of the sessions might be me talking to people now. That's pretty much all we got left. That's all we can really do. Well, I mean, that's not all we can do, but it's all we're gonna do because I don't want to start anything else yet. Back to Haven we go. We got, what, 4 more companions left? Cole, Dorian, Blackwall, and Bull. Pretty sure there are options right now. Because the game does, it's 3 warriors, 3 mages, and 3 rogues. Solis, Vivienne, Dorian for our mages.
Have you seen the horses, Master Daniel?
Cassandra, Blackwall, Bull for our warriors, and then Varric, Cole, and And Sarah for our mage, our rogues. Could use more of that, I guess. Can I even buy that right now? That staff. She's gonna be a electric mage, so iron might be what we go for right now. Voila. How else do we give? We got Sarah. I'm not gonna give Sarah shit. We're not gonna use her. I'll work on Sarah off camera. I don't want to work on her stuff right now. Now, can I craft any upgrades for her armor right now? We get a hold of anything that can do that? Oh, wait, no, we did. Shoes. Range defense. Range defense. You do it for souls too, right? Soulless. Armor. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, what do you get out of this? All right.
Looks fine.
Wait, can I do anything for my armor now? Kind of, but it's not very profound, I guess.
Let me know.
Soulless. Wait, not done. Legs. There we go.
Right.
Let's go talk to the newcomers. Vivian's in the chantry. Sarah's in the tavern. Let's see if talking to them fills up 20 minutes. I get a feeling that it just might. Or come very close to it. And if it comes close to it, then I'll be satisfied with that. I don't need a lot. I just need enough. I'll be off to bed for me after that.
And how much is Mother Giselle willing to offer?
I'll start with Sarah, even though I don't want to. She's closest though, so might as well.
Got the door again, Flissa. Sarah?
So, this is it, huh?
Alright, talk bitch.
Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious.
Hardy
if you
fucking
were
har,
around.
yeah, you're hilarious.
Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
Bit more going on at the
Just a
moment.
war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
And what questions are those?
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse.
You're from Denerim.
What
You're
everyone
from
needs is to
Ferelden.
get everything back to
What are you
normal
complaining
and
about?
proper and profitable. Sound good to you, old-touched Lady Herald?
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an
I'm not
investment,
flirting
yeah?
with you. I refuse.
Better
I
pay off
refuse.
too.
I have
It's
standards.
war
And you are
everything.
far below them.
I had things to do. Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Yeah, leave.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Okay, where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, okay. I can play that game too.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's
I try to be.
I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that.
It's not complicated to say where you're from.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Sure, sure. Only when I'm bragging.
Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Okay, so don't talk about elves with her. She gets a bit touchy about that. You don't want to ruin our reputation, our relationship with her.
Templar's job. A big
As I don't like her,
honest
don't want to do
help
that.
Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone.
Cut. Why do you insist on talking in riddles?
And hats.
You're worse than Cole.
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
Good to know.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something.
Why would you give me with a pie? What would I do to deserve that?
No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy.
Depends on what that
No
random
one
stuff is.
wants a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play.
You're here because I
don't
let
you?
you be
That's
here.
simple
Let's
too.
not get overcome. Let's not get Let's not, like, flit yourself too much, okay?
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it. Right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them. In a million little ways.
Sure.
So lots of
I'm not
little
quite sure how that she helped me, but sure, let's go with that.
snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works. Most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints. Mind you, you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
I guess if it works, right? That's all that matters.
Play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
Alright, I'm done talking to you. You make my head hurt.
It's all good, isn't it?
It's not good. You're here. It's not good. Go talk to Vivian. She's a bitch, but she makes more sense than you do. Oh, cussing. Never mind.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
Well, yeah, we
My
sent
agents
the
in
person
city
back.
sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
We know that we can approach them now. How about that? That make you feel better, Cassandra?
My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
I like that idea better.
The Mage Rebellion is more united. It could be 10 times worse.
It could be much better, too.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Danger everywhere. Going to Bioware was dangerous already.
I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
No, we do.
Then the
We definitely do.
Inquisition needs
I did a
agents
lot
in
before we
more
came here.
places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several
Blackwall.
months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
It is a bit convenient.
That does sound odd. I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the
Blackwall,
opportunity,
another companion.
please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Almost reached level 10. We're getting there. Ever so slowly. Hi, Vivian.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called.
Yeah, that would
I
be his
admit I
name.
was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition.
Why would
Tell
you
me,
think that?
Why were you at the Divine Conclave?
The war benefits no one. It must end. An order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost.
I mean,
Mages,
until we
Templars,
solve the
innocent
hole in the
people of
sky,
all
countless
kinds
lives will
now
be
look
lost.
to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
We'll put things back the way they were. How about that?
Once this is over,
I don't
the
want to do
task
too
of
much.
speaking for the Maker will be the Chantry's problem again.
That's reassuring to hear. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
No, you're gonna keep me. I'm not done talking to you yet.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved.
Oh, I
Many
forgot
of
the V for Vendetta quote about ideas.
Caring little that anything short of a
Ideas are bulletproof without it.
mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
If you led all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
You know, if all the other First Enchanters, left, then shouldn't that say something?
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
Okay, well, what about your experience?
So tell me about your personal experience with the circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the First Enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite
the exception, huh?
perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
How did we come to
So you're telling me there weren't any other bad circles? It was only Kirkwall? I don't know about that.
Mages lived solely in a world of Templars and mages. They could not even imagine what was beyond the tower walls. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job.
Adequate is a interesting word.
Looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away?
It's not what I asked.
By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, My colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed a rash declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice. By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
I don't know if they were forced to do that. I think that was a choice on their part.
Yes.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
And why'd you do that?
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
Ah, good to know. Is marriage even allowed for, mages?
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Hang on, one less thing to talk about. This real quick. Let me know about the books.
After the circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I will help you with that, even though it's going to take us most of the game, because they're kind of spread out. Let's go. Can I drop anything off here real quick? No, and you don't want to talk to me, do you?
I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous.
No, you do not. Okay, so we're done here.
Speak later.
No, it's fine. Just tell him we'll have it for him as soon as we can.
So, guys, I think we're going to stop right here, because I'm recording for 2 hours and 20-ish minutes. Save. We'll probably record more of this on Monday or Tuesday, because tomorrow we're going to record more Pokemon, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I won't be able to record, well, I won't be able to record, on Friday or Saturday because of, some other plans. Sunday, I might be able to record more with Sasuke. We'll have to talk to him about that, see what he says. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to record more Pokemon, and then Monday we'll probably record more Assassin's Creed, and then Tuesday we'll record more of this. Sounds like a doable plan to me. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. We did a nice amount, in my opinion, for the session. Finished up with what we could in the hinterlands, and then we did the Valrio part of the game. And now we gotta choose if we want to go do the mages or the Templars. When we will be doing the mages. I've said that already, but that's my choice. So next session we'll probably go and do Iron Bull. Get him on the team, and Blackwall. Actually do Blackwall first and Iron Bull. And then from there we'll figure it out from there. So until then, guys, as always, I hope you guys have a great day, have a great night, get plenty of sleep and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys all later, okay? Bye bye.